everybody, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos. And we have most fantastic machinery here that's going to light you up, literally. Do you know that in the cell of your body, there should be a voltage high enough to light a light bulb? I say that with confidence tonight because we have 3 shows coming up that are going to show how to maintain a voltage in your body so that that light bulb can stay on. Now, how do I make this remark like that? Well, I've been doing my homework. And if you realize, if you've been doing your homework, you've been watching my show for the last 2 years, while we talk about how to ascend. And the biggest thing is that you have to have a high voltage in your body. And if it's not there, you're going to be stuck here in 3rd dimension. So today, we're going to show 3 different machines that will help you with the electricity that runs through your body. And we're going to talk a little bit about things that decharge your body. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I want to introduce you to our guest, which is Donna Lee. And she's going to be a transplant up here very soon, we hope. Donna Lee, welcome.
Thank you.
What is all these people hanging out here for? This is supposed to be your show, not theirs.
We've got a bunch of little demonstrators today.
Well, let's see what you got.
Well, to begin with, we have some research that has been done by NASA that was developed by the Japanese. And it's really good that it was developed by the Japanese because they are totally into, not money, but perfection. So we have 4 of the most awesome pieces of equipment to help us do whatever we need to do for our body to raise its frequency
to charge
and
us
to
up.
Gain us health in the meantime. So it's kind of like twofold. Right here, we have what's called the E-Power.
The E-Power. And you're going to do something about eyes?
Well, actually, one of the main things about the E-Power is that it reverses cellular damage. The frequency that goes through the body will change the damaged cells. So what happens is we're all born with about 90 millivolts in our cells, and as we get older, it lowers itself, and so our body is less able to heal itself. And what happens is this comes along, and it will take a damaged cell and reverse it and put the voltage back in the cell.
And you said millivolts.
Yes.
No wonder people don't believe me when I say volts. Because the eyes, hey, let's talk about the ATP.
Okay. Well, you were mentioning the eyes, and we've found that when people use this on a regular basis, it actually will tighten and tone the skin. And we have a picture. It shows of how this lady used it for about 30 days and sent us this picture. She was just ecstatic. And it took the little crow's feet from around her eyes, and they're totally disappeared. And she just for the eyes alone, it was worth her getting this and sleeping with this at night. It's very non-invasive, so you can't feel it. So when you can't feel it, it doesn't keep you awake or anything like this. You just gently go off to sleep, and it helps you sleep.
So I noticed she's been here for a while. Can she light up a light bulb yet?
Now, let's see. Can we dim the lights a little bit in the studio? Anyone?
Can we dim lights a little bit? All right, that's good.
Okay, let's see here.
Woo! Check that light up. Let's get a good close view of this one. I want to show the people that this does work. This is a way to, look at that. Take it off. Take it off. Now look, put it back over there.
Let's see you.
Well, I know. I haven't been on the machine. But put it back on here now. See how it lights up? That is voltage in the body that we're supposed to be able to do. And if you can't do that, I'm afraid that your body is on the low end of society. And if you wonder why we have so many people, grouchy people, look, if their voltage isn't this high, they're not going to have very much happiness in their body.
Or a healing body. Awesome.
If you would like a demonstration on yourself, I want you to call Donna Lee and get a hold of her while she's in town. And she'll come up just special for you, I'm sure.
Okay.
Look at that. A whole... Now, what wattage is this light bulb?
You know something? I'm not sure. You'd have to look at it and see what it is. It's a regular light bulb out of the house. It's from a lamp.
It's 120 volts.
Oh, there you go.
And 60 hertz. And girl, you are charged up. Woo! I like charging. How about this guy? Is he charging?
No, not on that one.
Not on that one. Now, can you use this little pin here and show us how far the light comes out?
Yes, we can. This little pin comes with the machine, and you get to see if when you hold it up towards anybody else, the light doesn't go on because we're not hooked to the machine. But when you hold it towards the person that is, the little light comes on in it, and you can tell
that you're turned on.
Yes, that you're turned on. The light over the head, over the shoulders, down the arm. It even goes on the leg and all the way to the feet.
So the light should go all the way to the feet, below it, all the way to the hands, and all the way to the head.
Every inch of the body, your body becomes a capacitator for this field of energy.
Now, is this something that needs to be done every day?
Every day is good. You don't need to use it every day for the rest of your life. You just need to use it till you start turning around the damaged cells in your body. This also clears off your cells so that your cells can become open to release acid garbage and to take on nutrients. So it's real important when we start to do the 4 machines, we usually put someone on this machine first because it'll clear off the cells and put the right charge on them so that they can operate correctly.
I love that word, charge. So that's what we're doing here.
This takes about maybe 2 weeks when you're first on it. Say you're quite damaged. Say your digestion isn't so great. You're tired. You're wore out.
You're stressed.
You're stressed. And yes, this is marvelous for stress. Absolutely marvelous. This is why it's very non-invasive. You can even put a 1-year-old baby on this if they're ill.
You can you de-stress people with that.
That's right. You
All
do.
right.
And you
So,
can go to sleep with this.
Anything else on that we need to discuss?
Within about 2 weeks, your digestion starts to turn around and change, and even elimination changes in the body. You could have maybe diarrhea or constipation. It totally changes it so that every day you have normal. So
Now the
wonderful.
the ERE, the electrical body, how does that affect it? Does it
Well, the ERE is
increase?
this one.
Oh, this one here. Okay. So are we finished with that one?
The ATP is really important. The ATP is the energy that travels through the pathways of the body and
Okay.
energizes the cells. This produces ATP. And I was with a health fair one time where a doctor came up and wanted to know what this was. And I said it was a light machine. And he said, really? And I said, this works with the ATP and the mitochondria. Immediately, he knew what I was talking about, and he literally sat down
Words.
for about 15 minutes and tried this and got up, handed me his credit card and said, I need to get this equipment. So
Woo!
he knew.
All
Yes.
right. So the ERE machine.
This is the ERE. This machine our body is electric. Everybody knows that our body is electric.
Right, we have an electric
And
field.
it has pathways for this charge to pass through, special pathways. This literally will open up the meridians or pathways for the chi energy or the electrical energy to pass through your body. And this is connected, there's a pathway connected to every organ in your body.
Right.
This is real important, especially if you have, say you're having trouble with your gallbladder or your liver or your heart, your lungs. They can actually test now and find the energy level of each organ. And this is wonderful for opening up the pathways to each organ, and so then you can change the health of that organ.
So this opens up the meridians, which is an electric energy current throughout your body.
Yes.
And it's associated with different
It's like
points
electronic
in the body.
acupuncture.
Okay,
This is
electronic-
like electronic acupuncture.
That's what I needed to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Electronic acupuncture.
Yes, yes.
So
And it's marvelous.
what are you feeling right here? Are you getting
Pulsating.
volt? What's it feel like?
Just feels like electric current.
Mild.
Yeah, very mild.
Yeah, yeah.
No super orgasms yet, huh?
Yeah.
No orgasm.
One of the important things about this machine is when we have people come in that have neuropathy in their feet or their hands.
See, that's it. Neuropathy is the dying of the nerves in people who have diabetes.
That's right.
Isn't that only in diabetes?
No, actually, it's if you have a lot of toxins in your hands and your feet, which is usually where the toxins go. They usually go the farthest distance from your heart,
Right.
and they accumulate. So as we get older, we accumulate more and more. And then as these toxins build up, they fry the nerves, they cause all kinds of problems, and all of a sudden you can't feel anymore.
And that's the feet.
And that's the feet and the hands.
And the hands do that also.
Now, lots of times when you have diabetes, that only makes things worse. Okay.
Right, okay.
And so what happens is they can be cutting off your little toes and your little fingers, and that's not
I
so
know.
cool.
I saw some real disgusting pictures earlier, and
Yes.
man, I don't know how people can even allow their feet to split open and swell. Is that just the toxic or the lack of
That's a combination. That's lack of circulation.
circulation?
Yes, it is. And
All
what this
right.
does is this opens up the meridians all the way to every organ. So there's two things that you can have measured. You can, in Chinese medicine, they talk about the chi energy of the body.
chi.
Okay. And each meridian is a pathway for this chi energy to flow in the body to each organ. And the more chi energy that flows, the more chi energy that flows, the better it is, and the healthier the organ. So what happens is we have pictures that you will see, should be on the screen, and this will show the different organs and the different pictures that show how, like it doesn't matter what organ it is, it opens up that meridian for a healthy organ.
Very good. Very good.
Because they
Very
block
good.
very easily. This also kills parasites. This is really, really,
Parasite.
really, really important.
It kills them?
It does. And
Wow.
what happens is, as you get older,
You know, a bunch of dying parasites, you know.
Parasites, huh?
A lot of
So-
scratching and things will be coming off your body, coming out of it.
you know what? There was a very brilliant lady called Hulda Rieger Clark, and she came from Saskatchewan, Canada, where I grew up. And she proved that in the center of every tumor, whether it be cancer or not, there was a dead parasite. So
can
that's
believe that.
really important to know. We have parasites and have no clue that we have parasites. And if you're around animals, or if you walk in a store where people walk, the eggs float in the air. If you don't wash your lettuce, whatever, you get parasites from many, many things. So this just eliminates over 100 types of parasites in the body. And who would have thought we could have that many different kinds?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yes.
that's what makes most people sick.
Yes, it does. Yes.
If you ever get sick around the full moon, get little bumps on your neck and pimples on your face and other places in your body, those are parasites.
That's right. That's
And
right.
you'll find that only during the full moon, like 3 days before, 3 days after.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people itch and they're all scratching. Really?
And they think it's allergies and it's
Allergy,
parasites.
Yeah.
That's right.
It is a.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing.
Yes.
All right. We got to go to the next one.
Well, we have some moving parts here. This is the Chi machine.
This is a Chi machine, and it actually, what's it doing? This guy's feet are just like waving.
Well, one of the things that the Chi machine does, it took 38 years to perfect this machine by the Japanese. Obviously, they weren't into money if they took that long to
Well, maybe
produce
they were
it.
just trying to figure out how to get their legs to go back and forth.
Well, no, they have that down, but it has to be at the exact frequency that will carry the frequency through and do a cross crawl in the body and balance the left and right brain.
So what is Chi? Is it electric energy that flows up?
Actually, Chi energy, I don't think anybody can explain exact. It's life force energy. It's called life force energy. It travels through pathways, which we can now open up. What it does is this machine will activate the Chi energy in your body in approximately 30 seconds. This is the only machine that they have proven will do this, and there is a patent on this machine for this exact height and frequency that it moves. So no one else can copy this. So it wouldn't matter how many machines you put out that jiggled and wiggled, it wouldn't matter because it's the frequency that counts. And this was done exactly to perfection so that it causes this frequency to go through the body.
Wow. So it probably took 30 years to be able to
Yes,
figure
really.
that frequency
And
out.
it's done to the beat of the heart. That's really important. And it's important that it's a healing frequency. You can have machines that will move you about, but they're not a healing frequency. So it's sort of like taking the baby and would you rock the baby like this, or would you gently rock the baby like this? And so we have the frequency with this machine. Now,
Rock your
Qigong
feet.
masters and
Rock your
Shiatsu masters, this is the only machine that they have experienced and will touch for any of their sessions with people in their own business.
Wow.
So it activates the Chi energy from the base of the spine all the way up. So it's quite marvelous. It also oxygenates the body, which is really, really important.
And left, right brain?
It balances the left and right brain. Now, when you have somebody with a stroke,
Circulation and stuff like that.
when you have somebody with a stroke, that's really important because what happens when they get on this, it rewires the brain, rewires the brain, rewires the brain. So
Wow.
it wouldn't matter. You could go to a physical therapist and they can't rewire your brain for you. This machine can. And one of the benefits of that is it realigns the spine. So every time this moves, you gently realigns the spine, and it opens up all the little nerve endings to oxygenate and to get all the nutrients to all the little nerve endings
In the spine.
in the
And,
spine,
and
all the way up
organs.
the spine.
And that goes out to the organs.
Yes, it does, and also to the brain. Now, when this stops, there's a tingling or a wave that you feel, and that is the Chi energy going through the body and also oxygenating the cells.
Wow.
I had a lady that had bone on her hip. She only walked with a cane and very slowly, and she was not wanting to take medicine for her high blood pressure. And so within 2 weeks, using this set of equipment, we were able to take her from 100, I think she was 212 or 189. She was very, very high.
Stroke.
That's right. And we were able to take her without medication on this every day. Consistency is important. And we were able to take her and slowly bring her blood pressure down to normal. Within a couple weeks, we were able to take her back to the doctor, and her blood pressure at that time was 129 over 61, and that all done naturally.
What is it doing that allows it to go down?
Well, what it does is, one of the things it does is it causes normal circulation.
So
This is really
circulation,
important.
opening up the capillaries.
That's right, with oxygen
With oxygen, opening up
and balancing.
veins that don't get much.
That's
Unless
right.
you're going into a...
Now, we have a picture of of what shows the bed of light. Oh, well,
Right.
yes, it's the bed of light plus the chi. But we have an aura picture that we have that. Oh,
No, we didn't do that
oh,
one.
we didn't get the aura picture. Okay. Well, let me just tell.
So
about
this
it.
bed of light.
So with this, it literally balances all the autonomic nervous system in the body. And that's really, really important if
And
you
how
want
does
to have
that
normal blood pressure.
work with the light body then? The aura. It balances.
It balances.
It balances
It balances and works with balancing the auric field.
All right.
So we're on to what? The bed of light
Let's
now?
do the bed of light here.
Okay. Okay.
As you see, this man is out. He has got the violet flame in his eyes and the violet flame on his body. Oh, actually, it's far infrared.
So now I guess we have a picture of the bed of light, and this shows the bed of light. Now, what happens with the bed of light, this is far infrared,
Far infrared, and it goes deep into the body.
deep into the tissue.
Tissue.
Yes, 2.5, 3.5 to 5.5 centimeters into the body, okay? And what it does is it goes through healthy cells, and it doesn't stop to change the message. This reprograms the body.
Oh.
And photons of light are intelligent light. And
Right.
the Japanese knew how to take this technology, and this is actually Nobel Prize winning technology that is at the back of this development.
Woo! Nobel.
So what happens is they will take this this machine, and it puts in all directions, because of the arch, puts all directions, the far infrared, into the cells in all directions. But the main part of what it does is it literally will reprogram the cells. So if you have cells that aren't quite working correctly, the photon of light will pass through the cells that are working correctly and only stop and change the message at the cells that aren't working correctly.
Wow.
So
There's a lot of intelligence going on there.
that's right, it is. And your body needs it.
The body does need
Your
it.
DNA of your cell is the hardest working part of the cell. And the DNA puts off 100,000 biophotons of light per second. 100,000. So
Wow.
that's how it communicates with the cells in your body. What happens is this produces the light photons coming from all directions, and it starts communicating with the far infrared. Far infrared is along the red spectrum of the sun, just invisible to the eye. And as it's invisible to the eye, you can't quite see it, but you certainly can feel it. At times we've all sat at a stoplight, and that sun has been kind of seeping in the window, and you kind of feel like nodding off. Not if you're the driver, but a passenger.
Honestly, you get in that sun for too long, you do nod on.
Yes, and that's far infrared.
Oh, that's getting far into my body. Yeah. I can see it.
So there is not a plant, an animal, or a human being that can heal their body without that ray of far infrared.
So does that mean you can sun gaze and do the same?
It's very good to sun gaze, only when you do it early in the morning.
Early in the morning
Yeah,
and late at
before
evening.
the ultraviolet,
Yeah.
that's right. So this produces that sunshine that you need, that beautiful
Wow.
healing light. Yes, and it reprograms all the cells. So what happens is,
Just go on, just go on.
yeah. Okay. What else? Let's see.
Well, we have 3 more minutes to go.
Okay.
You have 2 more shows that we're going to talk about.
We
One
are.
is metaphysical, and the other is on pets.
Yes.
So stay tuned to that. It's coming up within a short time. Your doggies can even enjoy this type of enlightenment. So we're going to say a few last words.
All of this equipment is very affordable for home
Affordable.
use. It's amazing, yes.
All right. Well, we can't talk about prices today, but if you'd like to have some information about the prices, give Donnelly a call. And is that it? How many more minutes we got? All right. Why don't we...
the stem cells.
The stem cells.
Yes, with all 4 pieces of equipment, they now have found out that it activates the stem cell in the body.
And that's the growth cell.
The stem cell will heal your body. Literally, it produces brand new baby cells. It's amazing.
And
It
that's
has your
what
blueprint.
they're complaining about, changing the cellular structures of people, I guess. Hey, we got to go. I want you to give us a call and let us know what you think about all 3 of these machines. And if you would like to be somebody who wants to demonstrate, Donna Lee will show you how to do that. Hey, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos, and we got the light.